Hey guys, I'm at Base Gym in Australia. Just got off the plane with the one and only Sebastian Oreb, the Australian strength coach. It's awesome to see you, buddy.
Great to see you, Loz. Thanks for coming here.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
It's been a few years, I think.
It's been, yeah, probably 2019, something like that.
And I'm freaking out how good this guy looks, eh? Six pack and everything.
I think I've lost like 50 kilos since I last saw you, but I thought I'm here, I'm gonna have to do something, and just straight off a very, very long journey. So we're gonna bench. Our back and glutes and hamstrings are a bit tight to deadlift. The other lads are deadlifting. We might see some 400, you said potentially 400 kilos is gonna go up today. So
the pressure's
no
on,
pressure, lads.
not me, someone else around here.
But I'm gonna do some benching. If Seb doesn't mind, I'll get you to look at my bench technique, because you're the man to look at that, and he's the best man for powerlifting coach. He coached me to do tattoos and strong a few years ago, and I smashed that competition there, hit a big bench PB. A little bit lighter now, so I'm not hoping to lift as much, but if we can get somewhere close, that'll be awesome. We'll get on with it, and hopefully you guys enjoy.
Relax, relax, relax your hips. There you go, that's what you need.
You two ever actually trained in person together?
No, I don't think we have.
Never trained together, a lot of work online and over the phone.
Yeah, but no, never in person, so this is quite nice.
So, I mean, you probably do, like, obviously strong, and you do a lot of great things. My technique is not better or worse, it's just different, but maybe I can show you a few things that your body likes.
Yeah, well, I always, like, when it comes to the three basic like powerlifting movements, squat, bench and deadlift, your technical like explanation and the kind of things that you do are very, very good.
Yeah.
And tend to work for a lot of people as well.
I agree, like I didn't make it up myself.
Yeah.
You know, I learned it from guys way stronger and better than me, and the way that I teach it it works for about 99% of the people that I work with, not everyone.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like, those little tweaks, we'll see, and I'll explain. And maybe, I don't know, if your audience are into bench pressing, maybe
everyone loves a big bench.
Of course.
That was my issue with Strongman. Everyone would come up to me, what do you bench? Can you ask me what
I know, right?
I pull aeroplanes and flip cars.
Yeah.
Bench was always my weakest lift.
We'll see. Hopefully we can make a few small tweaks that'll help.
Like I said, if I can match what I did last year on bench, I'll be happy with that. So anything above that would be amazing. Seb is the guy, a lot of my clients will kind of hear me telling them to hold my breath when I bench, and you're the kind of guy that taught me that. And I wouldn't really advise people to hold their breath on many other lifts, especially like standing lifts, but on bench it kind of works well, keeps the chest inflated, still keeps the back tight as well.
Yeah, exactly that. You can't really faint, because fainting, you're already laying down. So, but if you're doing it in a stand-up exercise like overhead press, it's very easy to
get dizzy.
To take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy, come on.
Loz, I have a feeling that your audience might not like the arch and the short range of motion with the bench press.
My audience is very nice. They're very knowledgeable, friendly.
Okay, well that's.
But they do prefer a nice flat bench.
For sure, you know, I think strongman are known for actually being strong.
Yeah.
And powerlifters, I believe, I might get a little bit of hate for this. I believe aren't as strong, but they're more technical.
I think strength is relevant. Obviously, one of the things with strongmen is you have to be strong in so many different areas.
Yeah.
Whereas powerlifting, you have to excel in 3 areas.
Totally.
So it's kind of, you know, you become a specialist in kind of a narrow selection of events, whereas a strongman is your kind of a jack of all trades, if you like.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite as specialised in certain areas, but, you know, you get some powerlifters doing like 400 plus deadlifts. They don't look that strong. You look like someone like Thor might grab them and throw them over a fucking bus or something.
Totally.
But they're very, very specialised in what they do.
Very technical, very
efficient.
efficient.
They need. Same with arm wrestling, because I started doing arm wrestling as well. And the strength that they have is very unique.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't be able to maybe, you know, pull a truck or something like that, but
Definitely
the
wouldn't be
strength
able
that
to.
they have in certain areas is tremendous.
Yeah, so the arch in the bench press, in a powerlifting competition, it's not about who is the strongest, obviously that helps, it's about who lifts the most weight within the guidelines. So the rules are to lock the elbows out, lower it to your chest, and wait for the press command, which is going to be after a small pause, and then press it back up. So that's why we arch, but it also protects your shoulders. So if you've got shoulder pain, this can help, even though it's not seen as like a brutally strong movement, and that's where a lot of people get upset, because you're arching and minimizing the range of motion.
One thing you're trying to do with a lot of people is that you're trying to kind of retract the scapula.
Yeah, so I
Kind of turn to the side so people can see.
So the two movements that go hand in hand is, it's called extension of the thoracic spine, which is arching your upper back. So whenever you do that and arch your back as hard as you can, your shoulder blades naturally sit back and down. So doing that, retracting my scapula shortens my arms, and arching my back brings my chest up higher. So there's two ways that reduce the range of motion. So it kind of...
See how much you reduce it as well then. So look at where you'd finish if he was relaxed, and then look at this.
And then I go with a wide grip, which shortens the range of motion again. So from a competition style of lift, that's what I want. But then in a lot of my training, I'll do flat back, closer grip, strength in the body.
It's becoming specific for what you need, and then just being strong.
Exactly. Right? So it's like what a lot of people do, is because those are the cues. Tuck your elbows.
It's an old cue, isn't it? More from a quick powerlifting.
It's correct. It helps better for equipped, but also tucking the elbows does help your shoulder. But at the same time, that's tucked, but so is that. So you're making it too much of a tricep exercise. All you need to do is externally rotate and here. A little bit more than that, a little bit more than that. So there, that's all. And then bring it down here. Like you're kind of quite low here. Okay. So the way that I would change that is to don't think about tucking it. Think about protecting your shoulders, and it'll naturally tuck to where it's supposed to go. Have a play around with it with the same way. I'll just give you a quick demo. So it's like, what's the strongest position to push from?
Yeah.
You're kind of, I can see your elbows are,
And then forcing it back.
it's forced.
Yeah. So then you're going to come in out of a straight line as well.
So the elbow needs to be under the hand. Your elbows, it's like when I stand, my head's over my midfoot. It's not here, you know? In here. Yeah.
Last one felt nicer.
Yeah. The next thing as well is with your lockout, you're really exploding it up. That takes your shoulders out of position every time.
Yeah.
Don't do shoulders, just do elbows. Yeah, and don't throw it as hard.
Okay.
So of course you want to be explosive when you're training. It makes sense, but you're throwing yourself out of position. Position comes first. Scaps down hard, scaps back and down hard, scaps back and down, control, and just squeeze it up, don't throw it up. Yep, good. Maintain this, good. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Let's go heavier.
You've been doing it wrong all these years.
Just getting these little tips that are always useful. Trying to, Bass is an incredible bencher for his size. What have you benched in comp?
240 kilograms is the most I've benched in comp.
What body weight was that at?
110.
110.
I did 250 in training.
And you've done the 400 kilo squat?
400 kilogram squat.
These are raw numbers as well, not quick. So.
This is all during COVID. I didn't get an opportunity to compete.
But you've done some huge numbers of comp as well, I know that.
Yeah. So my best squatting competition was 375 kilograms at 110.
Yeah.
240 bench, and then my deadlift is like big bench, small deadlift. So 330 kilogram deadlift, which isn't shit, but at my level it's shit. It's not enough.
Yeah, I mean your squat is phenomenal. Your bench is awesome.
Yeah. So if my deadlift was on par with those, I'd say my deadlift should be about 380. to match the level of where my squat and deadlift and bench press was at. And if it was, I'd have a pretty big total.
That would be an awesome total.
Yeah.
Still a good total as it is.
It's not bad.
Come on! Let's go, baby. Come on. Yeah, baby. Come again. Let's go. Push. Come on. Go one more.
Let's go.
Is that better fine?
Yeah.
It actually feels easier.
It's just a natural push position.
Yeah.
So flared is what you want to avoid.
Okay.
That puts pressure on your shoulder and your pecs. That's all you need. Just a little external rotation, small tuck. It's efficient.
Yeah. You've been doing much bench?
Yeah, it's kind of just my go-to.
Yeah.
It's my favorite exercise. Even though I stopped powerlifting, it's just how I like to train.
Enjoy it.
It's the easiest one for me.
It is, as I've got older, it's definitely easier than squatting and deadlifting.
Oh,
I never used to like benching,
day.
but I kind of enjoy it more now.
Yeah, compared to squat and deadlift, it's a rest day.
Yeah. So where do you reckon, like, just on the rings?
Yeah, that's the most efficient if you've got the mobility to do it, which you do. Okay, keep that back, take a big breath. Nice.
It's good enough, strong.
Position. Big breath, hold your breath. Let's go, heels down, heels down. Heels down.
Try it.
Yeah, it's a habit.
Yeah.
So people get on the toes and push that way.
Yeah, I was trying to push down. I always try to push down like I'm doing a leg extension almost as well.
No, so it's a different mechanism.
Okay.
So get this, right? So heels, we're here, but then you're pushing downwards.
Yeah.
What that does, it's not about this, it's about this bone here. That's called hip extension.
Yeah.
Hip extension arches your back better.
Okay.
You get it? So if you're just up on your toes like that, nothing's happening here. So that, you should feel the arch in your lower back more, which helps the arch in your upper back.
Okay.
Right? Okay, heels down, heels down. Squeeze those shoulder blades back hard, big breath, shoulder blades back hard, heels down, good. Heels down, good.
Do you get set up first, then take a deep breath?
So, no. I'm breathing now through this. You only take a big breath when you're ready to unrack.
Okay.
So for you, let's try and bring your feet back an inch. There you go, good. Now keep it there. Let's go, slide in. So you're breathing. Okay, heels down. Slide back a little bit. Good. Okay. Now big breath. Scabs. Let's go. Heels down. Good. Something I've noticed about you is I bet you feel like I'm bringing you out too far.
Yeah.
I'm not. So it's like you're holding it over your face. Because a lot of people do the whole thing where the bar path goes diagonal bar path. You don't need to think about that. See how you're standing? Your head's over your midfoot.
Yeah.
The bar needs to be over your shoulders.
Yeah.
So put your arms out now, arch. Now you're in a slight, so relative to your body, that's gone in a kind of a decline. That's where you are. You're holding it here.
Yeah.
I'm bringing you to here. And then when you lower that weight, the elbow tucks a little bit. And that's why there's a curved bar path. But you don't need to start up here to bring it down there. Start over your shoulder, right? That's where I'm bringing you.
Okay.
You don't want to start with it over your face. When there's your max weight on there, if someone unracks you here over your face, I'll tell you what'll happen. You go like this anyway.
Yeah.
Just like we're standing with the head over the midfoot. You don't have to think. It naturally goes there. Cool. Take your time. So breathing. Okay, set the shoulder blades. Get the heels down, take a few breaths. Shoulder blades back hard, wait, hold. Holding that breath, let's go. Heels down. Good. Heels down. Good. Heels down. Nice. Like when you do AMRAP, this is where you really refine the technique. Because it's light, but are you going to hold your breath for the whole set?
I'll try.
That's the hard one, but it'll benefit a lot.
I remember when you first told me about holding the breath, like, I'd be like 3 reps and then...
Yeah, exactly.
You get better with practice with it.
Of course.
I know you can do like 20 or something, don't you?
I do that to prove the point that you can.
So Seb's going to do 20 reps holding his breath.
Not with 140 kilograms though. Absolutely, I used to do that a lot to demonstrate. That's how I would do it if I were to do 20. But how often do we do 20 reps? You know, the most that we do is like 10s and 12s maybe, which you can hold your breath for the whole set. So the focus is on scaps and heels and breath hold. If you master those 3 and then just push the heavy thing off the chest. So heels down from now. Heels down, sliding, breathing. Okay. Scaps. Heels down. Good. Heels down. Good. Scaps. Nice. Cool. Come on.
Shoulder's a bit iffy, but it's not moving too bad considering.
How's the shoulder?
It's a little bit tight. I didn't get a treatment on it. It was quite sore last week. This week's not as bad.
Yeah.
So it's improving.
Yeah.
I was feeling really good. And then throwing Alexa around, there's something, I don't know what it is. We'll see how it goes.
She's a dense child.
It's funny, it's just how it goes. You do all these big lifts and then you do something silly. Like play
We
with
were like, I was throwing, and I'm right-handed, but throw a left-handed as well.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
25 kilo shot put.
Yeah.
She's definitely my daughter.
Yeah.
She's very dense.
Tall and dense.
Strong.
Yeah.
She loves the gym though, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
How old is she?
She's 5.
And she's training in the gym? How good is that?
We've got our own little unit now as well. That me and my brother share, and she loves coming down, loves lifting. Got like just a tube bar for her to squat, deadlift, moving press. And she wants to do everything. With the other two, well, Liz's son Lewis, who's 13 now, he's getting into the gym. My oldest daughter doesn't care for it at all. But Lewis, because I started arm wrestling, he wants to come down arm wrestling, and now he's sort of getting to that age where
He wants to be
being a bit
stronger.
stronger helps him. And
Of course.
just working on the basics with him, getting his techniques.
It's only a matter of time before they ask for it, but that's the best time.
That's the best thing. You don't want to force it on them.
Let them want it.
Yeah.
My daughter loves lifting. Probably loves the accolade more than she loves lifting. So,
Okay.
so she walks around and a lot of people come and see her now. It's like,
I don't believe how tall she's got.
she's so tall
Yeah,
now.
she's really tall.
She's taller than all of the women in the family.
Wow.
So she's 12 years old. And every time we walk out and see any of our friends, people come up to her and tell her how amazing she is.
she's awesome.
And she walks away with a big smile on her face, and that's what makes her want to train.
It's so good for their confidence.
It's
though.
so good for the confidence, but then she goes back to school, and every now and then in sports they do weights, and she comes in and she outlifts everyone. She beat in year 6, she beat the biggest boy in school in an arm wrestle, and I told her that was my proudest moment.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what she gets on the exams. She beats the boys in arm wrestle.
That's what I like with Alexa.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Good, come on. Nice. Good.
I held my breath for that.
Good.
But if I breathed out, it would have been harder for me.
Yeah.
I get weaker when I lose position.
Was the holding the breath getting hard then, or was it?
Yeah. It's a horrible feeling because I can feel my face filling up with blood. You can probably see, if you're looking at me, you see my eyeballs popping out.
I'll see if I can match it. I won't make it look as easy, but we'll try.
Big breath. Scaps, scaps, scaps. Heels down. Let's go. Heels down, heels down, heels down, heels down. Good, good. Heels down, heels down, heels down. 5. Yes, was. 6. You got it. Heels down, 7. 8. Heels down, 9. You got it, you got it, you got it. You got it, you got it. Yeah, nice. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. I can see the left arm lagging.
Yeah.
That's where the pain is, hey.
It's just it's a little bit frustrating because I'm feeling good, right?
There's something there.
No, I have like torn everything.
Yeah.
Just not recently.
Yeah. Have you ever done any shoulder reconstructions or anything like that?
Touch wood. Shoulders haven't been too bad. Labrum.
Yeah.
But other than the labrum,
Did you have a surgery on the labrum?
no. I was going to, and
Then
then
the left side?
yeah.
I think you tore that bicep last year as well, didn't you? in
Yeah, I tore this
Scotland?
bicep last year.
Yeah.
Did you reattach it, or was it just a belly? Right.
No, that wasn't last year actually.
Year before.
Yeah.
So benching done. I'm just going to let Seb put me through a few assistance movements that he likes to use for bench press. So what are we starting with?
So the way that I usually do it for my bench press session, ideally it's like we worked on the horizontal tip of the bench press. So I normally like to work on an angle that we need to. So if we do bench as the first exercise, I'll do overhead press for the exercise. And then on the flip side, for like strongmen out there, if you're starting with overhead, I'll do horizontal press for the accessories.
Yeah.
So it's not about, oh, we did lots of bench, so let's just do more horizontal pressing and keep hitting the same angle. Work on what we didn't work on over there. That way we get no weak points ideally. So we'll try some seated dumbbell shoulder press, working horizontal push, now we'll do vertical push.
All right, let's do it. Are you one of these guys that like, you've got to get the dumbbells up yourself, or
I can get, no, I don't care.
you're okay with someone
I'm
passing them up?
totally fine. Yeah. So we got a whole bunch of boys that can lift
There's some
it.
strong lads in here.
Yeah, yesterday we had Vasa doing the 80, so I had to pick up the 80 yesterday.
I don't think we'll be doing that today.
Which is a nuisance. No, I'd prefer not to try that one.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll just start with
30s, 35s.
We'll do a warm up on 30.
What kind of rep range are you looking at?
So normally I'd like to do about 8 to 12 rep range, depending on the weight and depending on exactly what. So we'll do this for 5 just to feel it, and then maybe we can determine the weight after this set. Neutral grip, full range of motion.
I notice even on this, you're kind of extending through the chest.
Always extend through the upper back, not the lower back.
Okay.
So thoracic extension is important for all pressing. It sets your shoulders in the strongest position. Takes it. So one thing that I focus on here, so the bench press, the cheetah arch bench press that we're using restricts the range of motion. So short range of motion, so I make up for it here.
Okay.
So that's why, if you notice when I do it, I really exaggerate this. Not because...
Yeah, you see a lot of people, they just kind of...
Yeah, a lot, and that's fair enough as well, but I'm not working on trying to get the heaviest dumbbell. I'm trying to work on what I neglected here so I don't have weak points.
That's an important factor as well. I think a lot of people think about trying to be as strong as possible in every single movement. That's where the competition is. That's where you want to be
That's
strongest.
the ego.
This is where
this is no ego.
Hypertrophy, weaknesses.
Exactly.
Cool.
So my goal isn't to go as heavy as, I'd love to do the heaviest ones here and compete with Vasa, but that's not happening today. but my goal is to, just weak point range of motion. So we'll probably do the 50s next. What do you think?
We'll give it a go?
Yeah.
I was just saying, Leslie, we've actually been very polite to Seb.
Yeah, we need to take the piss more out of him, don't we?
Can we call him Chief Yes Man?
What do you want to call him?
chief yes man.
Cheap yes man.
No,
Chief,
chief.
yes, man.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
yes.
Because he was Thor's coach, wasn't he? So.
Liz just likes to take the piss out.
No,
of
that's
everyone.
okay.
No more so.
I was going to say that's very un-British of you for not taking the piss out of me.
Yeah. We're
Isn't that
being
the culture?
polite. We're guests.
Funny Australians get our humour though.
Yeah, Australians I think are quite similar.
We are similar.
I'd say British are king of taking the piss, but yeah, Aussies are pretty similar.
Putting you close there.
not as high as you guys, but yeah.
You're just as good at swearing though.
Yeah, we've
If not
got
better.
Yeah, but we can take it usually.
Yeah.
Hopefully, a lot of people are sensitive these days.
Yeah.
I try not to be.
No, I respect it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
We can't afford to be, can we?
We'd be splitting up if I.
I'm happy to go lighter. Let's give it a go. We'll give it a go.
We're here now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're out now.
See, this is 50 is just the number. In most commercial gyms, that's as heavy as they go.
Yes. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's where people can relate. It's like, oh, that's the heaviest in the place, but it's not quite the heaviest in this place.
The big.
We've got 80s in the gym I train at as well, so
Yeah.
I've done the 80s before, not on bench, more on
Shoulder.
more on a incline bench.
Yeah.
But that was 40, 50 kilos ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
We measure time in kilos now.
Good. Nice, come on. Good. Nice set. Awesome. Good. Pretty strong, buddy.
You got it, let's go. Yes. Nice. All right. Yeah. $15 loss.
Good, come on.
Nice.
Hammer up, bro.
350 on the top. That's 350 on the top.
2, 3, 470.
Yeah.
4, 5. That's heavy. Your face makes it look heavy.
Who's sitting on top? Who's sitting on top?
We decided to place. Who's the heavy?
Do we get Basta on top?
Let's jump in.
Let's go, Basta.
Come on.
Max, you're up there.
Let's go, Basta.
Oh yeah, reps as well.
Oh yeah.
That's a fucking rep there.
Come on. Let's go. 5 to beat heavy. That's to match heavy. 6. One. Oh, look at this guy.
This is a man with the quads.
We're going for 7. Big cheat. 5. 6 is Ashi as well. 9.
There we get it, mate.
Hey, dude.
Let's go back to deadlifting.
What the hell, bro? What the hell, bro?
Alright, what reps like?
He's a bench press expert. So if you want to see Cheetah Arch, whenever I post him on my page, people don't just say Cheetah Arch, they say this guy's an asshole. It's like, oh come on, man.
Yeah,
he's a good
really
guy.
nice
He's just benching with an arch.
It's when they make
But
it
he's an
personal.
asshole, actually.
Yeah, when they make it personal, it's a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like how do you get there from a bench press technique? Anyway, so it's like I did really great benching. I wasn't expecting to do any of that today, but I wouldn't just walk away.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as you can, I just feel so much better about myself.
Yeah,
to
finish
know
off the session.
I've done the whole thing.
The worst thing about what we're meant to do now is that we have to get up off the floor.
There's a trick to it.
Oh, what's the trick? Let's see.
We use the weight to sling us up. It's easy as it gets heavier. Yeah. I think the next one is to be by
Some fancy pulling over the machine.
I just didn't want fancy falling flat on my ass. Really tight in my lower back and glute on this side from the flight. That's why we're not deadlifting today. Right guys, all done. Thank you Seb for having me down, mate. It's you know, I wasn't sure I was even going to train today, but I'm really glad that I did now. That was fun. Thank you for the tips on bench as well, guys. If you want to know about powerlifting, check this man out, Australia Strength Coach. The #1 resource if you want to get into powerlifting. He's great strength coaching, everything anyway, but when it comes to powerlifting, you are the man. Thank you for having me down.
Massive compliment coming from Loz. You're a legend, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Cheers, buddy.
I really appreciate it. Great day, Joe.
Cheers.